Lord God, her name was Sally. She lived in the Kanawha Valley, just outside of Charleston,
West Virginia, abroad Morales. West Virginia, abroad Morales. The gentleman's got the frauderizing. Got caught Skylark at a Parkersburg. Ollie River wobble water spark the herbs. Got the Braxton County Booker weed. Look at me with Tommy Wildfire out back cooking beef. Dingus, Stinkfinger, pinkest drink drinker. Rinky dink stink lingers on my blinky pink finger. Dead ringer for death eating a cracker. Part-time slacker. Wanna be what I want you to be. You know, oh, hey, what's going on, gang? Coming at you with episode 7, the Who is Dingus Stinkfinger show, slash podcast, whatever the hell this thing is turning into. Sorry guys, it's been a minute. We've kind of been on a little hiatus, but been really busy down here on this end, man. We have been doing comedy shows. Vern Spotted did a show there again at the Burrito Bar. Had a great time. Great crowd came out, all that kind of stuff. We did Charlie Herb's send-off parade, which just went over absolutely fantastically. We had about, I'd say, 200 people come down, participate in the parade. We had the streets of Lewisburg just lined with spectators. And we ended up right in front of Carnegie Hall there and busted out some brass tunes for the old boy Charlie and had the whole town just singing and dancing in the street, man. It was really cool. Yeah, and then this last weekend we did another send-off for another friend, our buddy Scott Aldi, who lost his battle with addiction, unfortunately. But we did a really nice send-off for him again at the Burrito Bar in Lansing, West Virginia, and it was great. A few bands came out to play. Paul Johnson, Corey McQuaid, John Sneed were all out there playing together. The boys from the Yeti got together and did a show, and it looks like they're starting to reband, which we're all very excited about. And actually got to shoot a podcast show with them the night after their show. And then the next night, a big old major celebo came down and played, and I got to do a show with him as well. So that's all stuff that's coming up here in the near future as soon as I can get around to doing these dirty dishes in the sink, dirty dishes in the sink, dirty dishes. Sorry, I just noticed that my kitchen is in the shot, and I think I got some dirty dishes in there. But anyway, so yeah, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. This here, what you're about to watch, guys, turned out really cool, man. We had a night at the Greenbrier Valley Brewing Company, and it was sort of the kickoff party for the Healing Appalachia show, the big show that they do down here at the fairgrounds. I think that's in September. They did it last year, huge success. So this evening at the brewing company kind of kicked that off. There were two bands that played, the Empire Strikes Brass from Asheville, North Carolina, who were absolutely incredible, and our brand new friends, Joslyn and the Sweet Compression, who have just been making their rounds here in West Virginia and gracing us with sweet music all the time, and just really great people, man. And it worked out well. I had actually forgot this thing right here. I brought all my stuff to do an interview with the band, and I didn't bring that one little piece, and it was looking pretty grim. I said, oh, damn, I'm going to not be able to pull this interview off. I had all my equipment set up and ended up having to break it all down because it was kind of getting in the way. There was a bunch of people filing in. And as it turns out, there was a young man there by the name of James McQuaid Murphy, who runs the company Thrown Together Productions. He was there to shoot kind of a musical video and for the bands, and I think for Healing Appalachia, Hope in the Hills, and the Greenbrier Valley Brewing Company. So we got to talking, and he said, hey man, I could shoot the interview We'll just have to use, your mics and run through my camera, and it just all kind of fell together really well. So he actually shot this on site, and if you stay tuned after the interview, which I hope you do, he has shot a music video that night of Joslyn and Sweet Compression doing one of their original songs. So, guys, we really, really hope that you enjoy what you get to watch here, and we hope we get to work with all of these fine people in the future. And I guess, guys, enjoy. We'll see you next time. Tonight, joining us, we have Joslyn from Joslyn and the Sweet Compression, and they're based out of
Lexington, Kentucky. Yep.
Yeah. They just played a hell of a show down here at the Greenbrier Valley Brewing Company. What did you guys think? Did you have a good time tonight?
We had a great time.
Yeah.
The crowd was awesome.
The crowd
Everybody
was
was
great.
involved. People singing along, dancing. That's what we like to see. That's why we do this.
Good.
Kenny on the sound.
Yeah,
Kenny's he's West Virginia sound man these
There's
days,
nothing naturally
Sure.
good sounding about this room, but he took
made
it
it
and
work,
made something
for
out of
sure.
You guys have been coming down to West Virginia a little bit more and more often here lately. How did you guys get introduced to playing here in the state?
it. How did that? That was via It was via Ian Thornton and in Huntington.
Yep.
Ian invited us to play the Rails and Ales
Rails and
Festival and the Huntington Music and Arts Festival. We did a pre-party for that. So those were the initial two, and the Rails and Ales, the stage was not where it should be. It wasn't near the beer.
Right.
And we had an audience of 12 or something for both performances, I think. And the Huntington Music and Arts Festival party, there were very threatening purples, horrifying skies, all the
Right.
So the
Open up.
weather kind of ruined that one. So we had very small audiences for both things, but they were the right people.
Right.
Right.
It was like everyone who books gigs elsewhere, and it was other whiz-bang people. Like Keebe Gilkerson was there, and Charlie was there, and it led to, and so they kept hiring us for things, and then we kind of caught on.
West Virginia is one of those places, and especially this town, Lewisburg, that when a band comes down and people appreciate them, they really come after you, and just want to come out and see you more and more. And you guys have been one of those bands, and so from all of us here in Lewisburg and anybody around the state, thank you guys for coming down and
We
continuing.
appreciate
got a
being
cool little
invited,
town
for
here.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we're big fans of Joslyn and the Sweet Compression. And now you guys played, and I got to give all due respect, you guys played a Parliament song tonight, which absolutely amazing. George Clinton's on his last tour, right?
Mm-hmm.
The band before you guys played a Meter song. Art Neville just passed away, right?
Oh yeah, they did Fire on the Bayou. Yeah.
Right, yes, which was fantastic. Now, that being said, if there's any band or any artist that you could bring back to life to watch again in concert, who would it be?
Well, it's easy for me.
His Prince.
Yeah, I'm a Prince fanatic.
Prince, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go with Prince, as a top dog in the contention anyway.
Other than James Brown, most of my and blues artists, most of my favorites. It's like Sly Stone's still alive, but he's shot. Frankie Beverly of Maze is still alive, but shot.
Right.
They're just past their useful
So you're
artistic
saying,
period.
their musical talents are kind of worn out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
they've carried on past their. Well, Sly quit, but Frankie Beverly carries on past his musical relevance, and
Right.
he can't sing anymore.
Yeah.
So
Well, that being said, somebody we all know can sing extremely well is right here in our presence, Joslyn. All right. I have to ask you, did you ever come to a crossroads and sell your soul to the devil to be able to sing that well?
Absolutely not.
Not.
I did not do that.
I don't think you sold some things you had a yard sale, but I don't think your soul was.
Was up for grabs?
No.
An old couch, maybe a couple of
like a
My
crock
Little
pot.
Ponies or something from
It was
back
a
in the day.
crock pot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I might have got that crock pot actually.
You
Yeah.
have a little crack in it?
Yeah. Wait, what kind of crack are we talking about?
Uh-oh.
She'd bring back Whitney on that, right?
Well, oh God. Speaking
Among
of
the
crack, look.
Oh yeah.
Nice little
Your other
segue
question,
there.
yeah, we got a crack tie-in.
Right?
Yeah,
That doesn't happen every day.
Was a favorite artist of hers.
Yeah.
I
that is no
love
longer here.
Whitney.
Oh, Whitney was amazing. I mean, I still, like when I was a kid, I'm still a Buffalo Bills fan, and she sang the national anthem at the first Super Bowl the Buffalo Bills played in.
I play that for all my students right there.
Do you?
All of them. Yep.
That version of the national anthem,
Absolutely.
I still say to this day is the best it's ever been sung.
Unbelievable.
Ever. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's great.
And a little bummed, both about, the Buffalo Bills football record and that Whitney's not with us anymore. But, we have musicians like you guys still keeping it up and playing music and out here doing a damn good thing. And, I feel like this whole thing, like the Healing Appalachia endeavor, was started by Charlie and is his name Sam? Is it Sam? I think
I don't know.
the fella that was up there dancing on the picnic table earlier. Is it Sam? Yeah. They're doing a great thing, and really like from the bottom of all our hearts. And I know you guys are from Kentucky, so the whole opioid epidemic affects you guys too.
I mean, of course, I worked in the hospital, so
right. So you see it
before
firsthand.
Before I did clerk, I was security, so I had to sit with these people.
Right. Yeah.
Because
And-
they're
It's a very relevant thing around here,
It's
and so
crazy.
thank you guys for coming out and doing your part to.
Oh yeah,
to,
it's an important thing.
absolutely.
It's a big deal.
It absolutely is, and I don't think there's a lot of people
Like-
fighting on the front except for musicians and artists and.
Because they can relate so closely to it.
Absolutely,
I mean,
Yeah,
typically, the artsy people are really, really close to it.
Yeah.
Either know somebody or are themselves
Right.
using
Yeah.
opioids.
I mean, the last time that we came to see you, we had buried a friend that day,
Yeah.
and then came out to your show at the Burrito Bar.
That's right.
Big shout out to Ryan and Yarrow at the Burrito Bar. But yeah, it's just it's so prevalent here and now, and thank you guys so much for coming out and putting
It's so
this music to
important
it.
to remember that music is, as much as it is, we're out here playing for whatever money, we are serving. And
Yeah.
this is our way, Any
Absolutely.
way we can, but we will serve.
Yeah.
Some woman came up to her last night and said, "You make me happy." And it was just so it was so genuine, and that's an unusual thing to say to a stranger.
But that's
Right.
like one of the best
But-
compliments,
Yeah.
someone, if you can actually affect someone's emotions and make them feel good. And that's
Yeah.
usually that's what I'm going for, is to make people feel good. You might be in a rut, feel bad. Between opioids and people who are just simply unhappy and suicidal and depressed, it's just like, I think that's just something I can give back is happiness and love and just
Right.
whatever emotion I can give you. Even if I help you get through that, that's what I'm here for.
Absolutely.
So that's
So what was the time in your life like you felt that like touched just by music or art or entertainment or?
mostly most of my experience with music that really, really touched me was always in church. It was gospel. It does something to the spirit. I don't know why or what it is. It uplifts you.
Sure.
And then of course you get around certain musicians and you realize it's just the music itself. It's not necessarily what it was being played in church at all. Sometimes it's just the chords.
Right.
It's just
And maybe
the
like
feeling.
the
It's
camaraderie a little
ooh,
bit,
Okay, I like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, music, it just does so much. Like you're in a breakup, fix that. You're sad, fix that. Like music
Right.
is just genuinely medicine. It's medicine.
It absolutely is, yeah. Well, guys, I won't take up too much more of your time. I know that y'all hungry and trying to get home and everything, but once again, guys, on behalf of me and everybody I know here in the great state of West Virginia, we really, really love that you guys have come down here and been playing with us and gotten to know us, and that we're, becoming friends and everything. And I hope it's a lasting relationship. Seriously, thank you guys very, very much.
We really
And,
dig it. We like that people are enjoying it, and we'll come back as often as they want us.
Go above, live beyond, and be a Stinkfinger.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night.